Hi guys, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your All Signs June 2025 monthly tarot reading. I am looking at the entire month of June 2025. So as always guys, I do want to say welcome to all of you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. If you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. All right, I am starting with Aries going all the way through to Pisces, and all of the timestamps will be listed down below. Let's get started. What does Aries have coming up in the month of June? Aries, June 2025, Aries. If you are interested in having a private reading, all of my information is listed down below. If you are interested in the decks that I am using, many of them are over on my link tree. That link is listed down below. Some of them will be tagged here in the video. All right, Aries. What does Aries have coming up in June? Aries. All right, so first card out, Aries, is the King of Cups, crossed by the Four of Wands. Your foundation is strength. Recent past, you have the Page of Wands. Crowning, you've got the Page of Pentacles. Energy coming up here in June, you've got the Nine of Cups. All right. Overall energy for the month is the Five of Cups. All right, so we're gonna look closer at what that is. Let me see. For some of you, you've got a lot of cups here, so you're maybe a little bit more in your feelings here. And with that Five of Cups, there could be some sort of disappointment, yes, but it also can be you thinking about the past a lot. Maybe thinking about some sort of loss. Interesting. So Aries, you've got the Five of Cups, you've got the Queen of Cups here, and you've got the King of Cups at the center. So there could be something going on with your person, your other half, for those of you that are partnered. There definitely could be something going on with, yeah, your spouse. I mean, look at this. Five of Swords, the Lovers, the High Priestess. So those of you that are partnered, definitely watch your communication. You or your person, somebody may say something that they regret. Somebody may even do something once they've maybe like had a couple of drinks. I see regret here around this. For those of you where that's already happened, what I'm getting here, Aries, is you forgiving this person here. This is forgiveness. It's love. King of Cups. Being open to love. Showing love. As best you can, because the King of Cups sometimes, yes, he wears or she wears, they wear their heart on their sleeve, but sometimes they're not the best at expressing their feelings. So someone who's sensitive and emotional, psychic, but not always the best at expressing themselves. Four of Wands, I am definitely reading for some coupled Aries. Others, this is family. Family that's significant. Your community that's significant. I've got a couple of pages here, so this is communication coming in. If you do have kids, there could be some good news coming in. There could be something going on with your kids or a kid. Strength is at your foundation. So this is you maybe being patient with this situation. It's showing love. It's showing grace. Page of Wands. Loud communication. Positive communication. You may have heard from someone in the recent past, and this is more communication coming in here in June. Or if you heard from someone and you didn't get to respond, this could be you responding here in June. This is you receiving a response. And I really feel like things are working out in your favor. You've got the 9 of Cups, 4 of Wands, 9 of Cups. So yes, but that 5 of Cups, maybe something was a disappointment, something was maybe lost prior, but I do see good news coming in. For some of you, this could be a wish that is coming true. What is the 5 of Cups for Aries? What is the 5 of Cups? For some of you, a Leo may be significant. I'm also getting Virgo. I don't know why I'm getting Virgo, but I'm getting Virgo. Let me see, 5 of Cups. What is the 5 of Cups for Aries? But yeah, the message here is definitely to be open. Follow your heart, listen to your intuition, be open. And there you are with the Emperor. And notice it's another 4. So your foundation, very significant. Family, very significant. This could be you stepping into your power here. If someone or something has disappointed you, this is you maybe doing something about it with the Emperor. 3 of Pentacles could be something at work. This is really a nice little spread. I don't want to clarify every little thing. So expect news, expect communication. Be open with that King of Cups. So additional guidance, we have doubt. Yeah, because of whatever went down in the past with that 5 of Cups, this could be you doubting yourself. There could be some insecurities here. With the 3 of Pentacles, teamwork, definitely maybe something that's beneficial here in June. Independence, though. Interesting. And then wishful thinking, 36. So maybe to get wherever you need to go, Aries, in the month of June, you may need to work with others. You've got the Lovers here. For some of you, this is you working on your relationship. We've got the Devil there. So yeah, if you were stuck in like a negative pattern or cycle, that could be you working on your relationship. Maybe some of you have to work with like a specific group of people. There's doubt here because of maybe past experiences. You may want to work alone with this card showing up. Independence. Some of you, you're trying to maybe adjust. Maybe you like being the boss. You are the boss. But, you know, maybe you've got to work around people or with certain people here in June. What is the guidance on the love front for Aries? Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So, interesting. If you're single, this could be you attracting love. You may have a King of Cups coming your way. You definitely may be attracting an Emperor or attracting a King of Cups. With the 3 of Pentacles, you may meet someone at school or work or wherever you go, like every day. day to day. All right, so who's coming in for Aries? Who's coming in? But Nine of Cups is a wish card. So make a wish. If you have not made a wish, try to stay positive. Yeah, maybe you're dealing with a Gemini or a Scorpio. All right, Aries, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. All right, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, June 2025. What does Taurus have coming up? Taurus. June 2025, Taurus. Okay, this card wants to come out, Taurus. Page of Pentacles, first card out. Eight of Cups. You've got Temperance at your foundation. Recent past, Knight of Wands, crowning. You've got the Ace of Swords. Ooh, okay. Energy coming up, Five of Swords. Overall energy, Nine of Wands. Okay, Taurus, this is like a very defensive energy. With the Nine of Wands, this is you persevering. Your energy is definitely coming through like very strong. Very strong here. Nine of Wands, though, is the wounded warrior. This is someone who's not giving up. They're still standing. This person has a lot of inner strength. So, Four of Wands, this could be at work, at school, could be a family situation, could be a relationship for some of you. There's something you're very protective of, or something you're not giving up on. Nine of Pentacles, we've got the Devil, we've got the Ace of Cups. The Hanged Man. So this is you gaining some sort of fresh perspective here. Very strong psychic energy here. The Devil could be some sort of like negative influence or person, a blockage, something that you're dealing with, but you're dealing with it with the Nine of Wands. You're not quitting. So very interesting. Page of Pentacles wanted to come out. So this is news, it's communication. It can be a small offer that's on the table. Eight of Cups, though. Eight of Cups in this position. Taurus, this is you doing some soul searching. I think you're asking yourself some pretty important questions here. In June, do you stay? Do you go? Do you keep trying? Do you turn your back on this with the Eight of Cups? Maybe something brings in like a little bit of money or something like that. Maybe you get a little bit out of something. And so this could be you. Yeah, doing some soul searching here. Maybe for some of you Taurians, you could even be like letting go slowly. Like testing the waters here with the situation. Do you stay? Do you go? Do you do this? Do you do that? You've got Temperance at your foundation, which is you very much being guided. This is you taking your time. So you've got this more like slower moving energy here in June. You're taking your time. Could be planting a seed. Could be letting go of one thing and then starting something else. Now, prior, things could have been moving like very quickly here. Knight of Wands in the recent past. Somebody could have came in or even left. This could be you leaving a situation. Or just making moves here. Knight of Wands energy. Travel, it's movement. I'm definitely seeing communication in June. So for some of you, this is communication coming your way. This is you receiving maybe some sort of offer. And then for other Taurians with the Eight of Cups here, this is you like making a move when you're ready. This could be you making a cut. This could be you ending a situation. Some of you may be like beating the competition here with this energy. Five of Swords. If like a community or a person was like bullying you, or if there was like unhealthy competition, any sort of like, you know, dirty energy, dirty vibes here, lower vibes, lower vibrational energy. If somebody around you was doing that, this could be you separating yourself, like you leaving them behind. Leaving a situation like that behind. Nine of Wands, creating a very, very strong boundary. For some of you, this is even you protecting your home, your family. Four of Wands. You could be doing multiple different things. For some of you, even like physically, maybe like putting up a fence or something like that. You're doing things here physically. So yeah, it's quite the interesting reading. Let's take a look at this Five of Swords. Five of Swords can be people playing a win. Can be you playing a win, Taurus. What is the Five of Swords for Taurus? I don't really feel like it's you, though. It could be an air sign. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or we've got fire, strong Sagittarius. Could be somebody around you. Yeah, competing. This is like unhealthy competition for money. Ace of Pentacles. Let me see. What is the Eight of Cups? Please clarify the Eight of Cups. Page of Cups. So a couple of pages, maybe children are significant for some of you. This can be you, Taurus, or somebody coming towards you maybe with an apology, especially if you've kind of detached from them. They could be coming back your way. Be careful of people trying to pull you back in. So giving you money, giving you a gift, giving you something to try to pull you back in. So be careful of that. There's definitely going to be communication. Page of Rods. You've got 3 pages here. Ace of Swords. This is definitely communication. in regards to money or something of value. So it can also be like property or an asset, something like that. What is the additional guidance for Taurus? What is the additional guidance for June for Taurus? We've got courage and we've got balance. So 32 courage and then 25 balance. For some of you, this is you having the courage to do what's right. So could be stepping up to the plate. If you're dealing with like a 5 of Swords situation, this could be you doing what you feel like is right. Maybe you're confronting like a bully or something like that. Maybe you're sticking up for your child or children, or sticking up for someone who's innocent in a situation. There could be something legal that's ongoing. Yeah, I feel like for some of you Taurians, this is you helping someone. There's definitely somebody that you're helping. We've got kindness here. It's number 9. Yeah, for some of you Taurians, this is you protecting someone. All right, what is the guidance on the love front for Taurus for June? What is the guidance? We've got past life relationship. You've known each other before. All right, so if you're single, you may hear from someone from your past. Maybe someone is like trying to extend an olive branch or something like that. Maybe they are apologizing, Taurus. We've got keep an open mind. So if you're single, you may have someone from your past that's coming back your way. For others, if this person is brand new, maybe, you know, there's that sense of, you know, you've known them forever. That very like familiar feeling with this person. All right, who's Taurus dealing with in June? Who's Taurus dealing with? All right, we've got Leo and we've got water. So Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. All right, Taurus. So I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. Gemini, June 2025, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What does Gemini have coming up in June? And I do want to say happy birthday to all of you Geminis. Let's take a look at what you have coming up in June. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, Gemini. So first card out is Strength. Crossed by the 7 of Swords. Your foundation is the Knight of Pentacles. You've got the Ace of Cups in the recent past. Crowning, you've got the Tower. Energy coming up here in June, you've got the 2 of Swords. The overall energy is the 5 of Wands. Interesting. Notice how they both have like their head down. There's this sense of like shame, embarrassment. So watch your communication. For a few of you, there could be some chaos, some madness going on around you. Somebody may have like an emotional outburst. With the 5 of Wands, there may be a misunderstanding. Somebody may take something wrong. So yeah, pick and choose your battles. Watch out for communication problems, especially at work or school. So 5 of Wands, 9 of Wands, yeah. And the 3 of Pentacles. So if you don't work for a living, if you're working on a project right now with maybe a few people, yeah, I would just be careful. Watch your communication. I feel like somebody is going to take something wrong. Somebody's going to get offended here with this energy. So, could be you, could be somebody else. Yeah, somebody may get offended. Nine of Pentacles is here. So this is somebody who knows their worth. This is somebody who has some sort of status or title. It's an independent energy. So it could be someone who's single, not married, someone on their own, someone who is self-made, but maybe you don't see that, or if that's you, somebody around you may not see that. And maybe, you know, they're going to say something. Somebody may say something that they regret. That's like the very first thing that I'm getting, Gemini. And we've got strength here. So could be a Leo. Could be a Leo, a Scorpio, maybe an Aries. You've got the Knight of Pentacles here at your foundation. So it could also be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But you've got strength and you've got the 7 of Swords. So for those of you that resonate with that story, this could be someone avoiding. So 7 of Swords, which is in the challenge position. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're doing this. This could be somebody avoiding you. So that's the challenge, Gemini, is maybe something happens. There's some sort of like misunderstanding. And here you're trying to be strong with strength. First card out, this is you having that inner strength, having courage. So maybe confronting a situation, a person who's maybe avoiding you or trying to avoid you. So it's definitely quite the interesting read. And if somebody does that, you've got the Tower here. So this could be some of you Geminis, like losing your cool. You may get upset, especially if you feel avoided or like someone's trying to avoid you. The 7 of Swords can also be deception. So if you feel lied to, you definitely may get upset here. So Knight of Pentacles at your foundation. I'm definitely reading for some Geminis where you've been putting in the work, the hard work. You've been strong. This is like a very, very loyal, very responsible energy. So this is you showing up. You're showing up. And I just think that either someone is trying to avoid you, or, you know, maybe they're trying to cheat you in some way. So if you've been showing up for a job, you've been doing the work, this could be like someone not wanting to pay you, or they're making excuses. There's something like that going on here where somebody could be like trying to avoid like taking accountability, or maybe they're trying to cheat you in some way. Ace of Cups, recent past. Could have been an offer, a new beginning. For some of you, a new job. Something was on the table here. So this does require work, hard work, energy, time, being open. It does require some effort, some energy. But this can be like somebody who's trying to ruin this, trying to maybe like even sabotage this, cause chaos or disrupt with the Tower. So yeah, you could have put your heart into something, like your heart and soul into something. You've been very patient, very loyal, very dedicated here to this, working very hard, but there's some sort of deception or outside influences, really. With the Five of Wands and the Tower, this is some outside influences like coming in here. And with this Nine of Wands, Gemini, this could be you putting up a very strong boundary and like blocking these people or blocking these energies out, which is a good thing. And that could be exactly what this Two of Swords is. Like you're not seeing these people, you don't want to see them, you're ignoring them. Two of Swords. So ignoring the haters, basically. Five of Wands. They're trying to disrupt you and what you've got going on. And so this is some of you Geminis, like ignoring the haters, protecting yourself, protecting your heart. If somebody did lie to you, this is maybe you're not open. So you were open prior to maybe healing a situation, to letting love in. But if you feel played or like someone is, like playing with your heart or they're hiding something, this is you closing off. So you go from very open to a more closed off energy. But let's take a look. So the Tower is crowning Gemini. What is the Tower? Yeah, there's the King of Swords. So you definitely may cut someone off, cut off their access. For some Geminis, this is definitely haters, some sort of outside interference. What is the Tower? There he is. So second time I've seen him. So King of Swords wants to come out for you. This, of course, can be your energy. It's air energy. So Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. That is significant. So yeah, I feel like you're looking at this Tower. Some sort of chaos or madness or something built on lies. This could be you breaking it down with the King of Swords. This could be you fixing it. But, you know, maybe really needing to find that inner strength. Eight of Swords is here. So, yeah, this is you, like, overcoming your fears. Let's see. What is the Two of Swords? What is the Two of Swords for Gemini? Ten of Swords. What is the Seven of Swords? Seven of Swords, we've got the Two of Cups. So, yeah, somebody lying. Maybe someone was involved in a relationship, something like that. So you were getting to know this person. You were open. But something came out. Something came to light. And so this could be you, Gemini. You may be cutting this person off. You ending it. With the Ten of Swords. We've got the Hierophant. So yeah, listening to your higher self. Doing what you feel like is right. Some of you may be working with the King of Swords. So that could be someone who works in the legal field. That could be a lawyer. There may be something going on with a property for some of you. Maybe someone tried to like get away with something. For some of you, this is like a blockage that is like failing, like it didn't work out. So if someone, or even multiple people, if they try to block you in some way, this is you, Gemini, hanging in there and not giving up and persevering through all of this. And so, yeah, if your haters like try to block you in some way, then I don't see them being successful with that. All right, what is the additional guidance for Gemini for June? What is the additional guidance? $47, faithfulness. 12, you are looked after. And then 37, caring. So interesting with the Hierophant and faithfulness. So you are looked after. So however you resonate, you're being guided. You're being protected. With this combination, I feel like for some of you, the message here is to be gentle with yourself, to care for yourself, to put yourself first, to listen to your higher self, do what you feel like is right. If you are partnered, maybe some of you Geminis, you're in a relationship or a partnership is significant. So it could even be like a family relationship. For some of you, maybe you're like doing what you feel like is right. So helping someone because it's like the right thing to do, even if, you know, you're not with that person or there's emotional distance here. Yeah, 6 of Wands, 8 of Cups, Page of Rods. This could be you caring for someone who needs it. If you made a commitment to someone, this could be you sticking by that commitment. So yeah, it's quite the interesting read. All right, so on the love front for Gemini, what is the guidance? You've got chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. True love and new love. Look at this. Chemistry and true love and new love. So this can be new love that's coming in. Someone that you have a very strong attraction towards. You're both, I would say, with this 2 of Cups, you're both very attracted to one another. And it's genuine. This is something that's real. It may be unconditional. But this is new. There's some sort of newness here with this. So if it is someone from your past, they would be coming back like a very, very different person. For those of you where it's someone that you already know, there's some sort of newness here. And then for others, yeah, it's a new person. And there's a strong attraction. All right, Gemini. Now, maybe there are some haters, some people around you that are not going to like this. All right, who's Gemini dealing with? Taurus and Earth, and there's air. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. All right, Gemini, this is quite the interesting reading. I hope that you find it helpful. All right, let's move on. All right, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Cancer, June. Cancer. What does Cancer have coming up in June 2025? Cancer. And I do want to say happy birthday to all of you June-born Cancers. Let's see. What is Cancer? 10 of Wands. What does Cancer have coming up in June? All right, you've got the 8 of Cups in the challenge position, and then the 7 of Wands at your foundation. Recent past is the 4 of Wands. Crowning is the 2 of Swords, and then energy coming up is the 8 of Pentacles. Overall energy is the Star. So optimistic, hopeful energy. It's a healing energy. So you may have been dealing with a lot of stress at work for some of you. If you don't work, this could be family stress, some stuff going on, maybe at home, or even for some of you, like in your neighborhood, in your community. But this is you making peace, finding peace. Yeah, look at this. Healing, taking a break. I feel like there's good news. For some of you, this is a decision that's coming your way. So maybe you are waiting on a decision. Others, this is you taking a moment. With the Star, the 4 of Swords, and then the Page of Wands. This is you taking a moment. You may have a choice. Yeah, look at this. If I keep going, 2 of Wands, the Lovers, the King of Swords. So you have a decision to make, and you're making it. You're going to take a moment and maybe like sleep on it, but you're making a decision. For some of you, this is something that maybe at the start of the month, you may have like a problem with making this choice. Like maybe you keep changing your mind. It's not easy. With the 10 of Wands, this is a very burdensome energy. Like the situation is draining, it's difficult, it's not easy. This is you doing some soul searching here. Do I stay? Do I go? Do I drop this? Do I drop that? So yeah, at the start of the month, this is definitely having some important choices to make here, Cancer. And I feel like for some of you, there's even like this feeling of kind of like going around in circles here, like changing your mind a lot, not being able to like stick with a decision. Or for some of you, that's old energy. That's what you were dealing with. And at the start of the month, you're finally letting that go. You're moving forward. You're making your mind up. Some of you may be deciding to fight with the 7 of Wands, standing firm, protecting what it is that you want. Very defensive energy here. So there's some sort of tough situation that you're dealing with. I see you very protective of you and yours with the 4 of Wands. Very protective of you and yours. Carrying a lot. I mean, some of you, maybe you have a family, maybe you work full-time, or maybe you work like multiple jobs. You've got a lot going on. You've definitely got a lot going on. I also could be reading for some Cancers where maybe you're like a single parent. You've got a lot going on. And I'm also reading for some Cancers where you've got a lot going on, but you're not showing it. This is kind of you like handling it all with grace, basically. That's really what I'm getting with this. Like maybe you're a very optimistic person in general, but definitely in the month of June, I feel like you're coming off like very peaceful and very optimistic, very calm. People may really like to be around you, even though you've got some stuff going on. Maybe others don't know. Maybe your community, your work community, or if you go to school, whatever, people around you may not realize that you're carrying quite a bit. You're not showing it though. That's really what I'm getting with this. You're not showing it. And also some of you are doing like a lot of soul searching here at this time, a lot of contemplation here as far as maybe what you should let go of, what you should change. Some of you could be changing jobs, yes. 8 of Pentacles here in the near future. So very focused on work. If you don't work for a living, this is like you throwing yourself into a project. We see you working very hard or studying quite a bit here in the near future. For some of you Cancers, this is definitely like higher learning. You're taking on a lot here in June. And it all really stems from you protecting yourself, protecting your loved ones, protecting your future. All right. Let's look at the 2 of Swords. What is the 2 of Swords for Cancer? 2 of Swords for Cancer. Temperance, being guided and protected. Next, I was looking at the 8 of Cups. So you've got the 10 of Pentacles there. And then what is the 10 of Wands? For some of you, I mean, this could be you thinking about maybe where you're going to live. Could be down the road. Could be a family situation. Could be something going on with a child. Page of Rods. If you have a family, you know, the kids are out of school here in June. And so, I mean, maybe you're taking care of a child or your family, but yet some of you still got to work. I feel like you're making the best of the situation. What is the 7 of Wands? If you're carrying too much, maybe what's needed for some of you is like reaching out to friends, family. Family may be able to help you here in June. Yeah, I feel like you're protecting yourself from a loss. Protecting yourself, protecting your future. Yeah, I feel like you're protecting a certain path. One path, this is having options or a couple of different paths, Cancer, that you can take, and I feel like one of them is not good. Maybe it didn't work out in the past. You know the outcome of this, and then the other one is the one that I feel like you're protecting yourself from a loss, protecting yourself from any more of a loss. Yeah, you're done with something. You're on to the next. With the World. protecting yourself even legally for some of you. All right, what is the additional guidance for Cancer? We've got 27, forgiveness and caring. So this card keeps showing up. So be gentle with yourself. This can be you being gentle with yourself, being gentle with others, showing them that you care. And then we've also got forgiveness. So maybe forgiving someone that did hurt you. What is the guidance on the love front? We've got, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek, and then forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Yeah. For many of you, this is talking about you forgiving someone, learning from the past, making like better choices. Yes. Protecting those that you love, protecting yourself. Who is Cancer dealing with? We've got Taurus. Taurus is coming out a lot. And air. So Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. All right, Cancer, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Leo, June 2025. What does Leo have coming up in June? Leo. The Lovers, Leo. First card out. The Lovers crossed by the Emperor, and then you've got the Eight of Swords at your foundation. Eight of Pentacles in the recent past. Crowning you, you've got the Page of Wands, and then energy coming up here, you've got Temperance, which we do have the full moon in Sagittarius on the 11th. So for some of you, I mean, that day may be significant. You've got Judgment. Judgment as the overall energy. So this is you rising up from the ashes. For some of you, you're healing. I could definitely be reading for some Leos where you're healing a relationship. It doesn't have to be romantic for all of you. It could be like a business partnership. But this is you being a good judge of character. Oh, look at this. For some of you, this could be an opportunity that's coming back around with Judgment. A very, very important life decision is coming up here. I mean, it's major. So King of Wands, Ace of Wands, and the Sun. Ooh, Page of Pentacles. This is a new opportunity, Leo. This could be a new job. Could even be like a new, like little side hustle. For some of you, there's a little extra money coming in. There could be some exposure coming in. If you're a business owner, yeah, look at this. So Page of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, for some of you, this is like a little exposure. If you're a business owner, maybe your business is going to be like highlighted or thrown in the spotlight in some way. others, this could be a new job. It could also be like a second chance, like an opportunity that's coming back around. With the sun, I see you grabbing this. I see you taking this, and with the masculine energy, with the King of Wands, it's masculine. So it's more assertive, aggressive. It's taking action. I want this, whatever it is. So you're making your mind up. You're sticking to it. You're making the right choice. So you've got this like very powerful, more aggressive energy here. And with the Eight of Swords at your foundation, for some of you, I mean, this is you feeling inspired to act. So maybe, you know, maybe your fears, your insecurities, whatever was like holding you back prior, but you're stepping out of that with this masculine energy and this fired up energy. You are a fire sign, so this is, you know, natural for you. When something inspires you or you desire something, I mean, you're taking action, you're going after your dreams, you're making it happen. And with the Emperor here, this more assertive energy, I feel like this is energy that's helping you. For some of you, you're stepping into your power, but for others, you're stepping like back into your power. So yes, Phoenix rising vibes here. So something could have knocked your confidence, or some of you were just tired or mentally drained. You needed a break, whatever it is. But here in June, what I'm getting for you guys is like this recharge, like I'm back. Yeah, I mean, this renewal here. And maybe some of you were even like putting off making a decision, but now you're making it. There's a very important decision that you're making here. Now, you could be choosing between like two different options, two lovers, choosing love, or, you know, it could be something completely different. But whatever this is, however you resonate, it's significant, it's life-changing, it's big. And with Judgment being in this position, this is saying that you're a good judge of character. So don't doubt yourself with this Eight of Swords. Don't doubt yourself. Believe in yourself. It's a very, very empowered energy. So yeah, you know, it doesn't matter if you're male, female, whatever. It really does not matter. This is all about the energy. And this is like a very, very powerful energy. So yeah, I'm really feeling this for you guys. I really just got an energy boost when I started to shuffle your cards here. So it's really nice. For some of you, this is maybe at work, or this could be with a project, something you're really invested in with the Eight of Pentacles. Some of you are moving up within the company that you work for. This could be a promotion. If you're the boss, because for some of you, you definitely may already be the boss. You may own the company. This could be you deciding to maybe even like change someone's life. You could be promoting someone. Communication is definitely very significant. This is excitement as well. This is like very excited energy. Page of Wands crowning you. And then you've got Temperance. So Sagittarius may be significant. Like I said, we've got the full moon on June 11th. So for some of you, that day may be significant. But let's clarify this Eight of Swords at your foundation. I feel like this is what you're releasing. It's no longer serving you. This fear, this doubt, this insecurity for some of you. And so you're releasing that. You're rising up from that. If you've been asleep, like at the wheel, if you've been asleep for a while, something could have been like too draining, mentally draining. This is you like reclaiming your power. It's that sort of energy. Yeah, I mean, maybe you lost your job. Five of Pentacles. There was a lack, or this is just insecurities for some of you. It's just straight up insecurities, doubts, self-doubt. here with the 8 of Swords and then the 5 of Pentacles. Also fear, like fearing the worst. Very pessimistic energy. 7 of Rods though, you pushing back, you fighting back. You standing your ground. You saying no to someone or something. King of Cups, 2 of Rods. If you've been negotiating something here, I feel like there's a win around that. So stand your ground. Don't give up. If there's something you really want, I feel like things are going to go in your favor here with this. All right, what is the additional guidance for Leo? What is the additional guidance? Reflectiveness, 23. So yeah, this could be you reflecting on the past, looking at the past, maybe even realizing what's in your best interest or what you really want. So after maybe reflecting, contemplating, this could be you making a decision. We've got kindness, number 9. For some of you, you could be protecting somebody with that masculine energy with the Emperor. The Emperor is like the boss, but also the father figure. So someone who's a provider, protector. So that's really what I'm getting with that. You could be deciding to protect someone. What is the guidance for Leo on the love front? We've got true love. This is the romance of a lifetime, and then heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other. So for some of you on the love front with the lovers, that's a very significant choice that you're making. And it could be to make peace with someone, to forgive someone, to sit down and talk to someone, to have a heart-to-heart. All right, who is Leo? Dealing with? Who's Leo dealing with? Fire, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and there's Cancer. All right, Leo, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. All right, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Virgo. Virgo. What does Virgo have coming up in June 2025? Virgo. The Knight of Pentacles, first card out. All right, we've got the Seven of Swords in the challenge position. You've got the Emperor at your foundation, the Four of Swords in the recent past. Crowning is the Lovers. Near future, you've got the Queen of Swords. Overall energy is the Eight of Pentacles. So work is definitely significant. For many of you, work, school, if you don't work for a living, this is you putting a lot of time and energy into something that you really care about. You're working hard. All right, you've got the Eight of Swords. There's definitely like a new work opportunity or some sort of opportunity that's coming in. But for some of you Virgos, you need a break. Eight of Swords. This is needing a break. So yeah, interesting. Right in between the Eight of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles, two worker cards. You putting in a lot of time, a lot of energy. You working very hard, but there needs to be a break, a moment, a pause here with this Eight of Swords. So yeah, I mean, this could be before you like start something new at work with the Fool. There's some sort of newness here with the Fool and the Nine of Cups. So that could be a wish coming in for some of you. Like you're manifesting a new job. Maybe you need a break in between or something new, like in the workplace. So Knight of Pentacles, first card out, but then you've got the Seven of Swords. So some of you, maybe you're worried about your job, or maybe you're worried about something in particular. Just make sure that you're, you know, doing your work, finishing your work, just doing the best that you can, because for some of you, I mean, this could be a few of you like being watched. You don't want to cut any corners here with the Seven of Swords. Sometimes that's what it can represent, like cutting corners, like kind of like breaking the rules or not following the rules. So be careful of that. This could be you or somebody else. And so there's worry here because of that. Maybe worried that, you know, someone isn't going to finish their work, or they're not going to do a good job, or something like that. There's doubts here around a situation. Could be something with an Aries, or something with like a higher up, a boss with the Emperor. If you are the boss, this could be you looking at an employee that maybe is like cutting corners, and maybe you're trying to make a decision here as far as what you're going to do. But this is your foundation, and it is having a very strong, solid foundation. You've got a couple of fours here. So for some of you Virgos, you're solid. You're solid. Maybe you've been working in this role, in this position for a long time. If you're the boss, you know, maybe you're looking at someone who is always late or something like that. And again, you're trying to make a decision. Now, some of you, you could be dealing with a Gemini. Maybe you're working with a Gemini. You've got the Queen of Swords here and the Lovers. Some of you may have Gemini in your chart. For a few of you, this can be like love in the workplace. Maybe you're meeting someone at work. There may be an age difference here. But yeah, Queen of Swords, so Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius is significant here in the near future. So for some of you, that's you, that's your energy. You could be making some cuts. You're making your mind up. If you were looking at someone and trying to make a decision, this is you making that decision. It's not really an emotional energy at all, so this is really all business for many of you. It's business. And you could be more focused on like the facts, the numbers, and not so much your feelings here. But let's take a look. What is the Seven of Swords for Virgo? Some of you may be dealing with an Aquarius. What is the Seven of Swords for Virgo? So that was the Queen of Wands and the Nine of Cups. So this could be something with a fire sign. So Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. It may be something with a fire sign. If you are the boss, I mean, maybe this is someone like goofing off at work. It may be a situation like that. There is a little bit of like a smug energy here. So maybe you're dealing with like a smug person. Let's see, what is the Queen of Swords? What is the Queen of Swords doing? Ending. Ending something. So cutting someone off, cutting something out. Ooh, something was toxic. So the Devil also wanted to fly out. So wow, look at this. So the Queen of Swords here is seeing that something isn't right, something's toxic, or there's some sort of greed or obsession, some sort of toxic behavior, something like that. So this Queen of Swords is coming in and fixing the problem, finding a solution. For some of you, she is the solution. This could be you, or doesn't have to be an air sign. Could be an air sign, but could be a Scorpio, could be a Capricorn. Somebody's coming in here, and I feel like they're making some changes here, but this is for the better. Interesting. You could be ending something that's toxic. What is the additional guidance for Virgo for June? What is the additional guidance? We've got 47 faithfulness, 22 doubt, and then 41 support. Interesting. So this is a very loyal, faithful energy. So with this Knight of Pentacles, you could be looking at someone who's very loyal, very faithful. They're a hard worker. This could be you, but there's some sort of doubt. here. Maybe you're doubting that this person will support you. There could be some, yeah, like doubt, some worries, maybe worrying unnecessarily here, like worrying that someone's not going to show up or do a good job or something like that, but they are. Support could be some support coming in. Self-acceptance at the bottom of the deck, which is 33. So you've got 33, you've got 22. Some of you maybe were really like fearing the worst. All right, what is the guidance on the love front? Honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together, and then calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So if you're single, this is you calling someone in. You're going through some sort of transition, or they are, the person that you're dealing with, or you both are. But you are calling someone in. And if you're partnered, this is you calling in change. With that honeymoon card, things are improving. Things are getting better. Who is Virgo dealing with? We've got Sagittarius, and then we've got Pisces. So we do have the Sagittarius full moon on the 11th. So June 11th, we have the Sag full moon. So that day may be very significant for some of you. And then we've also got Pisces here as well. All right, Virgo, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. All right, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Libra, June 2025. What does Libra have coming up in June 2025, Libra? All right, Libra, first card out is the Devil, crossed by the 3 of Cups, the 5 of Cups at your foundation, the Knight of Cups in the recent past. Crowning you is the 8 of Swords. Energy coming up is the Chariot. All right. Knight of Swords is the overall energy for June. So I definitely see you taking action here. For some of you, there was some sort of blockage, but this is you moving past it, getting around it, or overcoming it here in June. For some of you, this is physical travel. And I do apologize, guys, for any background noise. It's very loud around here today. But let's see. Knight of Swords, the Star, the 4 of Swords, the 4 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, the Hierophant. So this is a relationship, could be a marriage. This is a relationship that, for some of you, I feel like you're healing. Maybe there was some turbulence with the Devil here. Some of you couples, maybe you were stuck in like a toxic pattern, or there was like some sort of interference here in your relationship. But this is you moving past that. This is you making peace. For a few of you, there may have even been like a separation, some distance here between you and your person, but I feel like that's a good thing. Or you're distancing yourself from, could be the devil, could be a very, very negative influence. So that could be, you know, a number of different things. That could be somebody who brings out the worst in you. This could be you keeping your distance. If there's some sort of temptation around you, if it is a third party with the Three of Cups, I feel like you're keeping your distance. So maybe you're married, but you have a friend that is like always coming on to you or something like that. This could be you staying away. So they've been, you know, causing you maybe some relationship problems. You may have even went there with this person, and this is you having regrets with the Five of Cups. So you may have did something and you regret it. And so this is you maybe telling the truth or doing what you feel like is the right thing. Maybe making peace. I feel like whatever this is for you, whatever the devil is for you, whether it's a toxic relationship, friendship, a negative influence, a blockage, I feel like you're moving past it though. You're leaving it behind. You may have even had like someone around you, a love interest, someone around you who was just trying to use you. Maybe you have like a lot of like social connects, or it's not always just the physical. For some of you, this could be a friend. Maybe someone was trying to be your friend, but they didn't have the best intentions. So I really see you definitely pausing, definitely taking a moment here with the Eight of Swords. Yes, of course, traditionally, you know, that could be anxiety. For some of you, you're all up in your head, maybe overthinking the situation. Yes, but in this particular deck, she is taking a break. She is sleeping. So I definitely feel like there is a realization for a couple of you. Maybe someone's mask is like falling off. You're seeing someone's true colors, or you're seeing their intentions. There's something like that here. Or maybe you're seeing someone's like shadow. You're seeing someone's shadow side. This could even be yourself. You could be doing some shadow work. Whatever you're doing, however you resonate, again, forward movement. And with that Knight of Swords, I mean, you could be ghosting someone. For some of you Librans, you could be taking off, taking action, maybe even taking legal action. If somebody's obsessed, you could be taking legal action, but this is you definitely taking action with the Chariot. And the Chariot is a very empowered energy. It's you in the driver's seat. You feel empowered. So by the end of the month, you're definitely going to feel more empowered. All right, let's take a look at the Devil for Libra. Please clarify the Devil. Please clarify the Devil for Libra. There could be 3 or more people, 3 people at least, that are trying to trick you or trap you. So be careful of that. This could be legally for some of you. This could be you preparing to like go to war, and this can be legally. What is the Devil for Libra? Rejection, perhaps, for those of you that are feeling tempted by the Devil. Could be a third party or a friend. But this is a rejection. So 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups and the Devil. Not interested in the Devil. Not interested in, you know, drinking the poison. Whatever it is, however you resonate. Let's see, what is the 5 of Cups at your foundation? What is the 5 of Cups? Just be careful that nobody around you... There's the Knight of Swords again. Interesting. Could be a Gemini. This can be like someone trying to trick you. They want you to take the bait. Something like that. Yeah, 3 of Swords. Just be careful that... Yeah, someone isn't trying to trick you here. They could be acting like they're your friend. What is the 5 of Cups? Yeah, look at that. There is someone around you socially, Libra, that definitely does not have your best interest, or it's 3 or more people. They may have already hurt you. They may have already caused you some sort of heartache. And it's like they're trying to do it again. There's something like that here. Or they're trying to come back around and you're just not having it. This person already hurt you in the past. They may have even apologized with that Knight of Cups in the past. They may have said sorry, but... Let's see, what is the 8? 8 of Swords for Libra. And then the Chariot. What is the Chariot? 9 of Pentacles. Yes, okay. Knowing your worth. For some of you, I mean, this is a single status. This is you moving forward. You're on your own. You're doing your own thing. Some of you, I mean, you may be moving towards some money. But yeah, this is definitely someone who doesn't have the best intentions. For those of you where it is on the love front, it could be someone who's cheating, someone who just, you know, is trying to use you. They may take you out. They may bring you presents. They're trying to seduce you with this energy. What is the additional guidance for Libra? What is the additional guidance? 14, love never ends. Love never ends. So very interesting. That could be between you and another person. Maybe a friend is going through this. You've got the Three of Cups twice, so maybe a friend is going through this, and this is you loving them and trying to help them through this. That's a possibility. And then for others, I mean, this can be you in like partnership with spirit as you know, navigate this whole situation. We've got listening, number 4. So yeah, I mean, this could be you in spirit. Let's see, what is the guidance for Libra on the love front? Look at that. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. So free yourself from the past in some way. Past life relationship. You have known each other before, but for some of you, this is from the past. Free yourself from the past. All right, who is Libra dealing with? We've got Cancer, we've got Capricorn, Gemini, Pisces, Scorpio, Libra. There's Capricorn. Some of you dealing with a Capricorn. Alright guys, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. Alright, let's move on. All right, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign, Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, what does Scorpio have coming up? Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. I'm going to stick these back in. So 8 of Swords, 4 of Cups. Scorpio. 2 of Pentacles. The 4 of Wands, we've got Temperance. Your foundation is the Fool. Recent past, we've got the King of Swords. Crowning, we've got Death. Energy coming up, we've got the 4 of Pentacles. Overall energy is the Star. So maybe some of you are dealing with an Aquarius, an Aries, a Scorpio, a Sagittarius. But this is a very optimistic energy, a peaceful energy. 4 of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Six of Wands. Okay, so there may be a couple of feminine energies. So Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Six of Wands here, and the Knight of Wands. So there may be travel that's coming up, movement, travel. There could be some sort of help that's coming your way, or maybe you're helping someone. Somebody could be coming to see you. If you have a child or an older child, especially like a teenager, maybe somebody is helping them. So yeah, this is really positive. There's a positive change that's taking place. So you've got death crowning you, but the challenge is temperance. So for some of you, this change, this transformation, it's ongoing, but it's just taking a little while. It's a process. So there could be like a great change that's taking place in your home. Maybe some of you are like remodeling, or this could be in your community. This could be at work. So this is a process. It's nothing that happens overnight. And you're dealing with it. I feel like you're making the best of the situation here. You're trying to deal with it. But this is significant. So some changes at work or in your community. I do see you protected with temperance here. You're protected. Some of you, you could be having a baby. I could be reading for some Scorpios where maybe you're pregnant. This is your family changing. Some of you, you're growing your family. But yeah, you've got the Fool at your foundation. That's fresh energy. That's a new beginning. This can be a new home. Maybe some of you took the leap. You may have purchased a property. Maybe you're remodeling it. For some of you, you could be trying to do some things by yourself here in the near future. So if you did purchase a property, it could be that some of you, you're going to be doing like some DIY or something like that. Or DIY, whatever it's called. You know what I mean. You could be doing that, trying to take some things on yourself. And that's what I'm seeing here. You've got this King of Swords in the recent past. So Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. This could be a professional. This could be someone that you're working with. Could also be a Sagittarius, could be an Aries, could be a Scorpio. Could be your energy. This could be you making some changes, or you're transforming with death. If somebody was like very stubborn and set in their ways with this Four of Pentacles, maybe they're starting to change. So that may be like an ex-husband. You may have been dealing with like a very stubborn character, but maybe someone is starting to grow and be more flexible with that Four of Pentacles and death. Let me see. What is the Four of Pentacles in the future? What is the Four of Pentacles for Scorpio? Yeah, this is slow growth. For those of you that are trying to save money, I do see you being able to do that. Maybe it's been like a slow process if you have like a certain number in mind that you're trying to get to. It's been a slow process. But the star for me can always be a confirmation that you're on the right path, that you're right where you need to be. What is the Fool? Justice. So maybe for some of you, you could have signed something. A contract may be significant. What is Death? Let's see. Death for Scorpio. Yeah, look at that. The end to maybe like a bad agreement, a bad contract, something like that, a blockage, an unhealthy relationship or pattern. It's no more with the Devil. So with Death and the Devil, that's no more. Yeah, the Star again. Look at that. So healing vibes. This is you cleansing. Balance being restored. You may have taken a chance here. You may have did something that was meant to happen. So yeah, this is nice. This is nice. This is happiness. Some of you are reaching like a certain level within your career where you're feeling more stable, more secure, and you're able to save money. You're able to save money. All right, what is the additional guidance for Scorpio? What is the additional guidance? I did well, number 7. I did well. Kindness keeps showing up, number 9. What is the guidance on the love front? So yeah, you did well. Don't blame yourself for anything. This could be the one very soon in heart-to-heart conversation. So on the love front, you may have somebody around you already. They may want to sit down with you. They may want to get to know you more. There may be an opportunity for that here in the near future with very soon. Some of you are breaking free from some sort of contract. You're breaking free in some way. Who is Scorpio dealing with? Who's Scorpio dealing with? We've got Aquarius and Gemini. All right, Scorpio, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. Sagittarius. June 2025, Sagittarius. All right, you've got the High Priestess and the Sun. The Three of Wands at your foundation. You've got the Queen of Swords in the recent past. Crowning you, you've got the Devil. Energy coming up, you've got the Ace of Swords. Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So this is the overall energy, which can be feeling a little bored. I'm also getting rejection. So you could be rejecting someone or something. There could be some sort of clarity, something that's coming to light. Or maybe something just feels off. So you're picking up on something intuitively, Sag. So if something just doesn't feel right about a situation, I see you like turning it down. Definitely not moving forward with that. Yeah, look at that. So 4 of Cups, the 8 of Swords, the Emperor. Yeah, look at this. So I see you really standing in your power. There's a denial here. So you're saying no to someone or something. This is like a refusal. I'm not moving forward. I'm not doing anything because it doesn't feel right, or it's not enough. It's not what I want. 8 of Cups there at the bottom of the deck. Letting go of whatever's no longer serving you. Yeah, so very interesting energy. You've got the High Priestess and you've got the Sun. So that is something that was hidden. Some sort of secret that is coming to light. It's also clarity. So, yeah, this is you seeing things clearly, or you're feeling a situation out. If you were having problems, like listening to your intuition prior, that's no more. I'm also getting that for some of you, you're like moving out of your comfort zone. So yeah, there was something that maybe something that you were like afraid to do, afraid to try. Yeah, like worrying unnecessarily about this. There was a lot of fear around this. And this is you like freeing yourself from that blockage. Some of you were blocking yourself. And this is you like branching out, trying new things. Freeing yourself from the devil, whatever the devil is for you. Queen of Swords. This is having a solution, finding a solution. Again, cutting ties from whatever is no longer serving you. Could be a temptation, an obsession, a behavior, a toxic pattern or cycle. But with the Queen of Swords in the recent past and then the Ace of Swords here in the future, you're literally like cutting certain things out, cutting people off. This is a win. This is you thinking for yourself. Your intuition is on point. Again, if you were experiencing like any sort of blockage with your intuition, that's no more. Let's see, what is the devil? For some of you, it's fear. It's like excessive fear. A fear of maybe even being rejected for some of you. There could be something going on with maybe a feminine. Could be a feminine, could even be a couple of feminine energies. I'm also getting masculine though. Let's see, what is the devil for Sagittarius? Please clarify. Maybe a Pisces, maybe a Leo, maybe a Capricorn is significant. Yep, there's the moon. So the moon was meant to come out. This is fear. This is excessive fear, excessive worry. Maybe even something at night. Doing something at night. Not sleeping at night. Also, maybe you or somebody else maybe like escaping their problems, escaping reality, doing something that's not healthy, doing something that's not good for them. That could be coming out. That could be healed. Let's see, what is the sun? What is being exposed? What's coming out? What is the sun for Sagittarius? We also, Sag, we have your full moon on the 11th. So June 11th, we have the full moon. So that day may be significant. Look at High Priestess again. Yeah, again, a secret may be coming out. For some of you, I mean, this may have something to do with like a third party. It doesn't necessarily have to be a love triangle. It could be a situation with like 3 people, 3 or more people, but this is also being healed. So heartache is being healed, a misunderstanding is being healed. This is inner turmoil, trauma, inner wounds being healed. Stress, a heavy energy, an old wound for some of you, or wounds, trauma I'm getting, but there's an opportunity here to heal. And with the High Priestess showing up twice in the moon, I mean, that's highly psychic energy. Some of you may be psychic, or maybe you're actually becoming more spiritual. Maybe you're tapping into your abilities. Let's see, what is the additional guidance for Sagittarius? What is the additional guidance? We've got discrimination. So if your heart was broken and there was some sort of discrimination, I mean, that could be what's being healed for some of you, and that's 24. There could be a knowing around this, like knowing that maybe you were discriminated against for some of you watching this. Growing older. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So maybe for a few of you, you have to take what resonates, leave the rest. Maybe some of you felt discriminated against, and you very well could have been because of your age. For some of you, maybe you feel like you're being discriminated against because of your age. Others, there's a very wise energy here with the High Priestess twice and the Queen of Swords. This is like a very wise energy. So there may be a knowing around this. So some of you, you're growing older and wiser, and you're learning from your experiences. And maybe there was like a very painful situation that was unfair. Wishful thinking is also here, 36. But the truth could be coming out. So for some of you, this is clarity coming in around this situation. Maybe some of you were discriminated against in the past, and maybe whoever did that could be trying to accept you now. It may be a situation like that.
Let's see, what is the guidance on the love front for Sagittarius? Deception. There's something hidden here. There is something hidden, but it's coming to light. And also, your intuition is on point about this. So trust yourself. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. All right, who is Sagittarius dealing with? Somebody may be hiding something, or they're putting on a front. Maybe they're acting like they're not interested or whatever. But it's just like a front. Sagittarius, you could be dealing with another Sagittarius, and there's Pisces. All right, Sag. So I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Capricorn. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, June 2025. The Fool, first card out. We have the Fool crossed by the Empress with the Six of Swords at your foundation. Recent past, we've got the Ace of Wands. Crowning, we've got the Seven of Cups. Outcome, very nice, Nine of Cups. Overall energy is the Sun. So acceptance, self-acceptance, happiness, success. For some of you, you're manifesting a wish. You could be getting outside, getting outdoors, spending more time in the sunshine. Yeah, you definitely could be doing that. Maybe some of you are traveling to like a warmer climate. But I do see you protecting yourself. So I really feel like you're being safe in the sun. So Five of Swords there. We have the bonus card here in this deck. The Angel of Darkness or Angel of Night, whatever you want to say. Justice, Ace of Cups. This is love. This is love in yourself. Nine of Pentacles, knowing your worth. Four of Pentacles. There's some money coming in. There could be like a new opportunity here to make money. But this could be something you love. So yeah, I see abundance coming your way, Capricorn. Some really nice energy. Some of you, maybe you work outside, or you're going to be here in June. I'm also getting pregnancy. So this can be pregnancy for some of you with the Fool and the Empress. A child may be significant. So if not a pregnancy, this can be a child. That's significant. But this is fresh energy. This is a new path. You've got a lot of fresh energy here with the Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, the Fool. Some of you just went through some sort of transitional time, or you're still going through it with the Six of Swords at your foundation. This is movement, it's travel. With the Empress, you know your worth. Whatever you're starting, whatever seed you're planting, as long as you nurture it, then I do see a lot of abundance coming your way. But with this Seven of Cups, some of you, you're looking at like multiple options. You may have like your choice of options. And so you're trying to make the right choice. Ace of Wands. An exciting new beginning. But yeah, you have to narrow it down. Looks can be deceiving with that Seven of Cups, but you've got the Sun here, so that's clarity coming in. And then the outcome is the Nine of Cups. So you will make the right choice. And again, I see it being just like a very abundant, prosperous time for you. So yeah, there's really nothing I want to clarify, but I will look at the Seven of Cups. You've got the Six of Swords there again. So transitional energy. What is the Seven of Cups for Capricorn? Seven of Cups. If something appears to be a certain way on the surface, this would be you like getting down deeper, finding more out, seeing things clearly. King of Pentacles. This could be with business, finances, with maybe an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. What is the Nine of Cups? Nine of Cups for Capricorn. Could be moving house. Yeah, could be moving house. So if you're wishing for more financial stability, then yes, that could be what you're manifesting. But for others, this could be you moving up within the company, or moving, could be moving to a new home. It's nice. It's very positive. Nine of Cups, Four of Wands, Six of Swords. Just really nice energy here around this. And there's the Ace of Swords. So you got a lot of aces here, Capricorn. A lot of fresh energy. What is the additional guidance for Capricorn? So the Ace of Swords is success. And again, clarity. Clarity's coming in. Truth is coming out. There's happiness, 48, and listening. So another 4. This could be you listening to spirit, listening to maybe good advice. It leads to happiness. Again, a lot of abundance. What is the guidance on the left front? We've got playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Past life relationship. So this keeps showing up. So someone or something from the past may be significant. Could be someone from your past trying to reunite with you. Who is Capricorn dealing with? But we've got Aries, we've got Taurus, we've got Leo, there's Cancer and Scorpio. All right, Capricorn, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. All right, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Aquarius, June 2025, Aquarius. So 9 of Wands with the 3 of Swords, Aquarius. We have the Hermit at your foundation, the 3 of Wands in the recent past. Crowning you is the 4 of Cups. Near future is the Devil. Overall energy is the Page of Pentacles. So I feel like someone who hurt you, Aquarius, is definitely trying to reach you here. They're reaching out. Maybe they're trying to like extend an olive branch or trying to get back on your good side or something like that, but your walls are up here. So 9 of Wands here, first card out. This is you having very strong boundaries. This literally could be you blocking the person that broke your heart. Yeah. My apologies. Yeah, this is communication from someone that hurt you. A friend that hurt you. They may have played with you. Some of you dealt with a narcissist. Or even a bully, yeah. 5 of Wands, Strength. This is definitely like someone stirring the pot or someone who's trying to trigger you. And then for others, someone that hurt you, like trying to come back in. I feel like you're rejecting them. With the Devil and the 4 of Cups, this is a very strong rejection. And it's because your heart is still healing with the 3 of Swords. Your heart is still healing. 9 of Wands, you're the wounded warrior. Or you can always flip this and the person that you're dealing with is the wounded warrior and maybe they've blocked you out. But yeah, this is the pain still being present. I feel like for many of you, this is someone that hurt you. It could even be something at work or school, like maybe someone took an opportunity from you, something like that. You may feel like the outsider with the Hermit. Some of you have been maybe like hermiting, keeping to yourself, healing. There may have been like a third party or even 3 or more people involved in a situation. With the 3s here, you've got the 3 of Wands, the 3 of Swords, the Devil. So some sort of temptation. I feel like your heart is starting to heal. Definitely. It's starting to heal. It's not 100% just yet. This is definitely feeling a little bit more like disconnected here. It's not a bad energy. Four of Cups crowning you. It's not a bad energy, but it's not... I feel like you're not super involved here with certain things or people or places, like your community or at work or school. For some Aquarians, I'm definitely seeing you more like detached, keeping to yourself, not wanting to really like be involved with like the group or certain people. You could be keeping people at a distance. Just being like very dry with people, keeping it friendly, like being friendly, but very serious, not like getting emotionally involved. It's more like day-to-day conversation, like talking about the weather, talking about work or school or whatever it is. And just, yeah, keeping it simple. That's really what I'm seeing here. And it could be because some of you like know that maybe a group or an environment or whatever it is not the best with the devil. And I feel like this is you like blocking certain energies, toxic energies out with the Nine of Wands and the devil. I feel like this is you healing and this is you blocking certain energies. But we will look at the devil. So there we have the King of Rods. It could be a person. Maybe you're dealing with an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. What is the devil for Aquarius? Please clarify. Yeah, for some of you, this is maybe like a toxic community, yes. It could be a toxic relationship. A relationship that is not built on like a solid foundation. It's built on like lies. Yeah, there could be like a toxic group or a toxic community or something may be wrong. If you're married and you have like a third party around you, it could be a temptation. Yeah, look at that. Even the Nine of Rods here in this deck. So, I mean, you're very defensive. Your walls are up. If someone hurt you in the past, you're not going to let them get close to you again. At least not, you know, so easily. Not at all. This is you definitely having your walls up here. Someone definitely wounded you. Let's see. What is the Four of Cups here? What is Aquarius not interested in? Death. I mean, could be a Scorpio. Some of you, I mean, you could be letting something die. You want it to change or end. Some of you, you're going through a great change. You're maybe changing. You could be changing and transforming like on the inside. This could be some inner work that is taking place with the Hermit here at your foundation. Some soul searching. What is the Hermit? Somebody could have passed. This would have been in the past and you're still recovering. Look at that. Another 3. So 3 threes here. Could be a situation involving 3 people. Some of you may not want to be, again, not wanting to be around like a certain group, certain community. There may be gossip, jealousy. A Virgo may be significant. There's an inner knowing here around this. So definitely keep like your secrets, keep certain things to yourself here. Play your cards close to your chest. If something doesn't feel right, if people, a person, a relationship doesn't feel right, if someone just randomly starts, you know, talking to you and all of a sudden they, you know, you're their best friend, they start acting like that. I mean, that's a little weird. So stuff like that, you really want to be careful of. But this is you having that inner knowing here with the situation. You're already guarded. You've already been hurt. So your walls are up. So if somebody is trying to come in and like trick you or trap you or use you or whatever, I feel like you're not falling for it. Caring. So this card keeps coming out. So this could be you caring for yourself, caring for your loved ones, you and yours. There's a baby here in this card, but it's 37, which is a 10. So caring for yourself. Look after yourself. Look at that. Maybe someone is trying to come back around here. It's 13. So death is 13 as well. So it's 13 and it's reviewing. Reviewing is the key word here. Relationships. There's definitely something off with a person or maybe a group for some of you. There's definitely something off here. And I'm really just seeing, I'm seeing the moon here. I'm seeing the wolf, but then there's also like baby wolves here. So yeah, I mean, you and yours. I'm really seeing the moon here as well, and you've got the high priestess. There's definitely an inner knowing here. Here's support and plans. So it could be support from the universe. Definitely, or maybe you have a friend or a loved one around you that's supporting you. Let's see, what is the guidance on the love front for Aquarius? What is the guidance? Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents, and then heart-to-heart conversation. So this one keeps coming out. So maybe someone does want to sit down with you. Maybe someone interfered in your relationship. There could have been a friendship that died. Maybe someone did betray you. And maybe they're trying to come back in. Or if you separated from like a group, so multiple friends, you may have a friend that's on your team, on your side, that you may make up with that person, and then maybe like sever ties with someone else. So it's quite the interesting reading here. But you definitely may make up with someone. But for some of you, I feel like there's 3 or more people involved in a situation. You may not make up with everybody. All right, who is Aquarius dealing with? Who's Aquarius dealing with? We have Virgo, we have Capricorn, Scorpio, Pisces. That may be significant. There's Virgo. Virgo is coming through, and Libra. All right, Aquarius. So I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. All right, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Pisces. All right, Pisces, June 2025. What does Pisces have coming up in June? Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Pisces. 5 of Wands. Oh my goodness. Page of Cups. These cards are just slapping right out. Pisces. What does Pisces have coming up in June? Pisces. Alright, so 5 of Wands crossed by the Page of Cups, 6 of Cups at your foundation, recent past, Page of Pentacles, crowning, you've got the 7 of Pentacles, and energy coming up, you've got the 2 of Pentacles. Overall energy is the Page of Swords. Look at all of these pages, Pisces. So news, communication definitely coming in. Honestly, June may be a very busy month. A lot of communication. Be careful of misunderstandings. Definitely pick and choose your battles. Yeah. You may hear something and choose not to respond with the Page of Swords. Yeah. And the 2 of Swords there. This is like you denying someone. So you may be hearing from someone, but you don't want to reply, or if you are replying, it may be telling someone no because you're just not interested. 2 of Swords, 4 of Cups, and the Fool. Yeah. You're just not interested in someone or something. 8 of Wands. This is definitely communication. There's the Queen of Cups. So yeah, this is a no thank you for some Pisces. Interesting. Okay. So maybe someone is offering you something because there's a past connection here. So someone could be offering you something or trying to give you something. But what I'm seeing here for some of you is you're just not interested. You're just not, yeah, you're not interested. It's not what you want. Or maybe there's like too much competition around this. If you work in like a very competitive field or environment, that could be what this is. Some of you don't want to deal with that. There may be haters with the 5 of Wands. But for other Pisces, it's quite the interesting spread. For other Pisces, I feel like there's good news coming in. Something may have been delayed. But this is something coming back around. So could be hearing from someone from your past. Could be an ex, doesn't have to be. This can be a love interest that's like coming back your way. Or you may be contemplating, for some of you, maybe at the start of the month, you're contemplating whether or not you want to reach out to someone, or if you want to respond to someone, if you want to accept an offer. This is you thinking about the past. 6 of Cups, thinking about the past, looking at the past. There may have been a misunderstanding in the past. There's a lot of like reflecting here. 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups. A lot of looking at the past here in June, Pisces. You could be doing your research with the Page of Swords. This is you studying. This is you doing your research. Maybe there was something that you are not seeing. 2 of Swords. Something that you are not seeing. Maybe like a detail or some details that you missed. So yeah, you may have learned about this in the recent past. Something may have come to light, or you found something out, or you're about to find something out here at the start of the month. So yeah, with the 7 of Pentacles here, I feel like you're like rethinking a decision. Some of you will change your mind about something here in June. For a few of you, I feel like this is you winning. There's an opportunity here, and maybe you had to compete to get it. But I feel like there's good news coming in. Let's take a look at the 5 of Wands. What is the 5 of Wands for Pisces? What is the 5 of Wands? So, yeah, if you were up against some sort of competition, this can be you beating the competition. If you have a child or children, it could be that your kids are like beating the competition. Maybe it's a game or something. You've got a lot of pages here, so for some of you, it could be something with your kids. All right, so 3 of Rods. I mean, this could have been a competitive situation with like 3 or more people. For others, though, maybe a misunderstanding with someone who's at a distance or someone who's been keeping their distance because of this. For those of you where this hasn't happened yet, but you see this coming, you definitely want to pick and choose your battles. If someone is like pushing you, or maybe even like asking you a bunch of questions, they could be starting to trigger you or make you uncomfortable, something like that. Maybe needing to distance yourself from that person. What is the 7 of Pentacles? 7 of Pentacles for Pisces. Queen of Swords. Yeah, I really see you, Pisces, looking at the past, looking at a situation. You may be opposing someone or even like a group. What is the 2 of Pentacles for Pisces? Look at that. 2 of Pentacles with the 2 of Pentacles. Look at that. So we see you definitely being very flexible and adaptable here in the near future. It's not a bad energy, that's for sure. You're definitely able to multitask. Some of you, you may have a lot going on. The kids are out of school. Maybe, you know, you've got a couple of kids that you're taking care of, something like that. You may be juggling. You may have a lot going on. Yeah, look at that. Family is significant. 10 of Pentacles. So yeah, with that 7 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, maybe you're making some plans here. Figuring things out. Making plans for the family. With the 10 of Pentacles, really this can have to do with your family, but also maybe for some of you, real estate, assets, all of that. You could be looking at that stuff. The Star, the Devil, Page of Cups, healing, yeah, from some sort of like like some sort of unhealthy pattern or situation maybe going on in your relationship or in your family. Something wasn't the best. But this is you like making peace with the situation. This is you maybe healing with your family, healing a relationship. If something was out of balance, this could be you like taking care of that, managing whatever that was. So with the Five of Wands, like if you and your person were fighting a lot over like petty, insignificant things, this is you being like more agreeable. This is you trying to go with the flow more, trying to work with this person. I did well. Look at that. I did well, number 7. And then plans. Yeah, making plans. I really see you making plans. Making some changes too. So if something worked in the past, you may stick with that. If it didn't work, this would be a time where you're making some changes. What is the guidance for Pisces on the love front? You do have this like strong, kind of fierce, very strong energy here, where I see you like handling a lot, honestly. Like whatever is thrown at you here in the near future, I feel like you've got it. You're going to manage well. You're going to deal with it well. You've got it under control, whatever it is. And you've got the star there under the 10 of Pentacles. So on the love front, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek, and then let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So on the love front, some of you, I mean, you may have a friend that's interested in you. You may be interested in a friend. You may meet someone through a friend. Someone could be connecting or trying to reconnect with you through a friend with this 6 of Cups. Others, a friend may be interested in you. So interesting. All right, who's Pisces dealing with? Some of you, though, maybe you have multiple options in love. This could be you dating here, having fun in the near future. But you did well. So I don't know if I showed you this card before, Pisces. But yeah, this is you doing a good job. You did well, and you are doing a good job here in the future as well. All right, we've got water. And we've got Aquarius. So maybe some of you are dealing with an Aquarius. All right, guys, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. Go check us out on Facebook, Instagram. I'm also on TikTok. If you are interested in having a private reading, all of my information is listed down below. Also, make sure you are checking out the weekly readings, the weekly all signs readings. I will have the playlist linked here in the video. All right, guys, I am wishing you a great month. Talk to you soon. Take care.